Here we go. Playing a miss to start with. And Ollie Hares is going to take his opportunity today to have a real go at things, and he gets underway in fine style. This is a chance he might not have had if it wasn't for that shoulder injury to Michael Jones. And Hares gets that a long way behind square and into the hospitality tent for 6. That's a good strike. He gets to double figures. Scotland have started confidently. Bowls him. It's an inside edge that's been dragged on, and Hardy, he celebrates. Hares looking to go to his favourite leg side, but again, a little bit like Munsey's delivery yesterday, Hardy was acutely aware of where the left-hander was trying to hit. Oh, what a strike this is. Munsey likes it, and like it for good reason too. The fans have their arms aloft, as does David McLean. It's a maximum 10 to third. It's 27 for 1. Mullen goes over mid-on, and it goes all the way. It's the flamingo leg kick from McMullen. What style he plays with. Pulled away behind square, gets good reward, and it is going to go for probably 1 bounce and 4. Inside edge, Fortune and 4. No one behind square really on the leg side apart from a man out at deep backward square leg. Definitely a bit lucky, but George Munsey will take that. Oh, well, this is massive. One of the biggest we've seen as Munsey goes downtown right over the Scottish flag and gets the umpire's arms aloft for 6. Taken straight to the man. And Munsey, who's got all that power, was just looking to guide one away, but all he could do was pick out Travis Head at short third, and Green strikes back.
Oh, swept hard, and that's 4 runs. Berrington wants to get on top of the youngster.
Cameron Green comes in, and there's commentator's curse. That looks like an absolute beaut from Cameron Green. We've just seen the spin from both ends, going back to seams as Mitchell Marsh, the captain, not allowing any batter to settle into one particular type of bowling.
Gets underneath that one, and it goes all the way. Well, there's a little release in the tension that had been building. McMullen frees his arms. Oh, that's a lovely sweep shot. Cross now, getting his first boundary. And another one falls, tried to give himself some room, but foxed by Adam Zampa, and really frustrated there. Matt Cross couldn't really get going. Generally good against spin. He's up against one of the best in the world. And down on one knee, there's the elegant stroke. It's so languid, and it goes all the way, so McMullen breaks loose. Oh, comes down the pitch, and it's going to land safe. He lost his shape there, McMullen, but the end result is a boundary. It was streaky. And that one is skewed. It's going to land safely, and wouldn't you know it? Well, Adam Zampa, they are not going to let you forget that one easily. You're going to have to take it on the chin.
Leask gets a good piece of this and gets enough of it to go all the way. Very strong area for Michael Leask, somewhere he loves to hit, and they're clearly targeting Sean Abbott here. Takes on long on, and Tim David holds on, has to come forward. He's been exceptional in that position, and Leask does get 1 maximum, but then he's given it away. David takes another very good and very important catch, and as so often has happened, just as Scotland are getting going, a wicket falls. It's a real drag down, and given the treatment down the ground, not a good delivery, and McMullen will cash in for back-to-back 50s against Australia. It's his 3rd overall against the men from down under. He loves playing against them. And this time it's come off 32 deliveries, and the Grange rises. Watt goes down the ground, gets more than enough. He's going to get 6. It soars over the side screen and out of the venue. Oh, what a beautiful shot. We've seen him do that once already. Cut away. Hits it into funny areas, does Mark Watts, and that's a fine stroke, intentionally getting it over the head of the man at backward point. What a take. Oh, that's superb. And a dop of the cap from Travis Ed McMullen. He can't believe it. I'm not sure if Head can either. An outrageous grab, plucking an apple from the tree.
Extra cover.
Tries to go down the ground, but gets it absolutely nowhere. Mitchell Marsh nestles underneath it and holds on. Australia's catching generally when they've got there has been exceptional. A couple of half chances have gone down when they haven't quite got to the line of it, but Mitchell Marsh was never going to drop that, and Jarvis, he comes and goes very quickly. Bowls him, the off stump is gone, and brilliant from Hardy. It's a cross-seamer that may have just hit the skiddy surface and kept a tiny bit low. He'll try and hack one out of the ground into the leg side. Now, has he got enough of this? Not quite, because it's an exceptional catch. A nasty collision has been avoided, and Jake Fraser-McGurk has a smile on his face for 2 reasons. 1, that he didn't have Sean Abbott coming flying into him, and 2, that he's held on. Here we go, the final delivery of the first innings, 148. Can they get to 150? Maybe one shy of it, as it's just going to be a single. A really good final over. Only 3 runs have come off it, and that wicket, which has really been thanks to that Jake Fraser-McGurk catch. And it's a very happy captain, Mitchell Marsh. He's won an important toss, and despite, again, some real moments for Scotland, they're going to have to be satisfied without going past their highest score of the week and giving Australia a target of 150 to win. We're all set for the chase. Australia need 150 to win. Immediately a bit of movement and challenging the inside edge. What a catch! Oh, yes! McMullen! Is there nothing he can't do? Runs, wickets, and now leaping salmon catches fittingly here in Scotland. Oh, what a grab that is. And England. Drifts down the leg side, not where you want to bowl to Head. You can score both sides of the wickets. And it gets something on it. Might have even been a wee bit of glove, but it runs away for the first boundary.
Hard, isn't it?
In the air and just wide of Michael Leask, and McMullen thought he had Australia's captain, but Leask couldn't even get close to it, and it runs away for 4, the 3rd boundary of the over. The T20I game. This goes miles up. George Munsey is the one who's going to have to take it, and take it he does. It's Curry again. He's got them dancing in the crowd, and Head, he now falls too. Both openers are back in the hutch.
Maybe at the latter. Boys, he's off mark there, is McMullen.
Well, is there already shades of what we saw yesterday? It was back-to-back no balls yesterday. This time it's a 5 wides. It just eases and alleviates all that pressure that was building up. Cards like Chris Sole. Edged away for 4. Not convincing from Marsh, but he will get a boundary to close out the 5th. It's 29 for 2. Mid-on up in the circle, and Mitchell Marsh smashes it, well, miles over his head. Oh, what a big hit this is.
I feel sorry for him.
Another big hit, and Green now getting in the act. That could be a lost ball. This gamble of Berrington, well, it's not paying off. The 2nd maximum of the over.
Oh, short and dispatched with disdain by Marsh.
Target it.
One's whipped away. And it's going to be 4 as well. And that's going to be another 4 past the diving Watt. So this little tussle, on that occasion won by that man there. Gets underneath this one and throws everything at it. That has gone miles. And Andrew Leonard, Lenny with the fielding. Oh, one of Ireland's finest. He bowls leg spin, he fields the ball.
This will start his international career.
Oh, and he's got him, he's got a wicket, and it's the big one of Marsh. Well, it's been a tough series for Jack Jarvis, but that brings a smile to his face, cleans him up, and the change in bowling has worked. Marsh has to depart. Well, he does get this one though, Green. That's gone. It's felt like a little while, but it's another 6 to Green, who's taken up the mantle now. Well, Safi and Sharif bowling again, and this time first ball dispatched, and done so convincingly as well. Brings out the reverse, and it's a mighty one too. Brilliantly played by Green. You could see what Mark Watt was doing.
Has gone with them.
They had 180 on the board. All of a sudden, as this one's driven down the ground for 4 more, the feather of a finger that Jarvis didn't get on it. Require. Well, what an extraordinary stroke this is. The modern T20 game in a nutshell. He hasn't really hit it here on purpose, but it's, well, a samurai uppercut or something to that effect. This one's been mishit, but it's found the gap between the two fielders. It's going to race away for another boundary. It's 4 more to close out an expensive 14th over. It's 130 for 3. This goes almost to the heavens. It's gone so far. It's going to be a catching opportunity, and it's held on to. There is the just desserts, the just reward for Chris Soule. It's another T20I wicket for him, and a bit of late joy for the Scottish fans. He comes back into the attack, and he's reverse swept away for 4. Really good stroke, 4 more to Australia.
Yeah, forward to get his momentum into the ball. And this is now double pain for Watt. He will be absolutely ticking. He has bowled his heart out as he always does. And then, having thought he created the opportunity, Cameron Green goes.
And there it is. A glorious cover drive to seal the win in some fashion, and an embrace between Hardy and Green, who has been the star of the show today. The Western Australian all-rounder. What today? He's had 62 not out next to his name to go with 3 for 35. Australia, they've been near perfect really throughout these 3